Oh my God, it's like different cultures. What can I tell you about this? I guess people are the same everywhere at the end of the day. And I don't think there's a better place than another. I mean, what I can tell you about, I've lived in different places, it's true, and the people are the same, and there are good parts in every single country and bad parts. So there are things I'm missing from South Africa that I don't have in Paris, and things that I'm missing in Paris that I don't have in South Africa. And people I love in New York that I'm missing when I'm in other countries. So I think at the end of the day, the only thing I can tell you is it's the same everywhere. I'm not talking about politics, I'm not talking about the way people live, but in your heart, in your brain, your soul, at the end of the day, it's the same thing, really. When you're comparing Brazil or India with the rest of the industry, with Europe for instance, it really feels that Brazil or India take advertising very seriously. It's not something that people are, you know, like blasé with or whatever. It's really something important, and it's the most important thing. It really feels that people are still enjoying working in this industry, you know. So that's very refreshing for me, because I've been to a couple of other award shows and people they feel bored. Oh, this is a gold for you, and people are thank you, and then they're leaving. So there's still like lots of beautiful energy. I've seen like all these people enjoying themselves here, and I would say it's kind of the same. They really like advertising, and advertising likes them. Well, they're probably right. I think most of the work I'm known for was mainly print or TV, you know, and that's because I did my best work working in Paris, at TBWA Paris, and that wasn't the right place for me to go to the next stage, which is digital and stuff like that. So that's why I basically left and spent 2 years at the Silverstein to do only that kind of things, you know. So that's as simple as that. So it's not about digital or print or TV or ambient or whatever. It's about what is the best idea, and then how we can express that idea, and how we can take that idea to the next level. And sometimes it's going to be purely digital, ambient, sometimes it's going to be a print campaign, sometimes it's going to be a TV commercial, you know, and there is no rules anymore. It's not about like new advertising, old school advertising. It's about that mix of things, and it's about what is the best idea and what is the best solution with the money we've got, with the time we've got, with clients' expectations, with the problem to solve. And today there are like plenty of ways to do that. And if you've got a great idea, of course, with the new technology, the world will know about it. Like you can, like in Publicis Duval Guillaume Antwerp, which I'm working with, we just did that TNT viral. We reached 20 million people in 3 weeks. So that's a good way to do advertising. And on Ray-Ban, for instance, which I'm working on, it's print only, you know, and depends on the problem to solve. Depends on Ray-Ban. It's all in store. It's all print, and right now that's all they want. And TNT needs awareness, so we go for digital, and that's what I'm trying to explain. I mean, like, I worked there for 8 years. 8 years, it's a long time, you know, and it was the end of something, you know. My partner left, and I really wanted to grow and to learn, you know, and that's always the way I chose my next move. It's like, okay, when I'm not learning anymore, I have to move, I have to do something different, and I have to put myself in danger, because what's the point of like doing something that you know, that's the same day, same thing, and I was limited by, you know, what they offered me. I'm not talking about money, not talking about that. I'm just talking about like myself being just stuck in a place I knew by heart, and there was no excitement anymore. Like, it was time for me to do something different, and especially to know more about new technologies and digital, and to be in an environment that was different. So that's why I left for Goodby. These guys, when I took the job, were the best digital agency on the planet. They just won like that title in Cannes, so I joined these guys and I've learned a lot. No, it's both. When I'm saying I don't want to be involved in politics, that doesn't mean that I'm not taking care of what's happening in an agency, or that I don't care about clients, or that I just want to do my thing and I just don't care about other things. Politics to me are when it's not about the work anymore. When people are not talking about the work, the most important thing is the work. We have to deliver. So when a client comes to me with a brief, I'm trying to deliver on that. Everything else I'm not interested in. The only thing I'm interested in is give me your brief and I'm going to solve your problem. You know, that's for the client side. From the creative side, my job is to make people's portfolio better. So I've got a double job: make my client famous, make the brand healthy, and make my creatives better. So everything that comes in between that, everything that's political, I'm not interested. I think people should be responsible. We all know what it takes to do great work, and everybody should be responsible for it. So when someone is trying to be political about it, I don't like that. Tony came to my life at a moment I was that close to quit advertising. You know, I just couldn't make it in Belgium, so I took a huge risk at the time and I left, and I've been to South Africa, and then I met Tony, and he really inspired me, and he proved himself more than once. You know, that guy came to me and he said, well, I'm gonna help you to do great work, and he did, you know. And to me, you know, I will never forget that, because without that guy, and without Hand Lascaris, and without people like John Hunt or Tony, you know, I wouldn't be here, like under that sun. I'm just like dying under that sun, talking to you. So yeah, I owe these guys a lot, for sure.